Welcome to Jordan. Seldom has the start of the second day of a World Rally event been so eagerly anticipated. After day one was lost from the schedule, today is when Rally Jordan finally gets underway, and there is quite a ride ahead of us. This was always going to be the day when Rally Jordan would potentially be won or lost, and that has not changed. After leaving the service park at the Dead Sea, it's a charge through the blisteringly quick Sawaima stage and then the more twisty technical Kaf Rain. Every rally we select a stage of the day. Here in Jordan, it's the 41 kilometres of Jordan River. One of the most challenging stages of the season. Win this stage and you stand a good chance of going on to win the rally. We also select a driver to follow throughout the weekend, and here it's Emirati Khalid Al-Qasimi. We'll follow his progress throughout this crucial day here in Jordan. The 6 stages ahead will test the WRC's finest as they tackle a combination of blisteringly quick, tire-torturing roads peppered with high-speed blind crests. This is World Rallying at its very best, and you've got the best seats in the house. The reason Jordan's first day had to be cancelled was due to an unavoidable delay in the arrival of the essential infrastructure that all the teams had shipped from the last event in Portugal. After rerouting due to civil unrest in Syria, the World Rally convoy was delayed en route to Haifa, Israel. When the 37-truck convoy eventually arrived at the Dead Sea, the teams worked through the night to get the rally underway. Not only did the service park need to be built from scratch in the dark, there was also the small matter of preparing and setting up the World Rally cars for the unique demands of this daunting Middle Eastern event. Eventually, the first day dawned with the service park almost completed and the cars ready to roll. The morning also included a shakedown stage where the drivers fine-tuned the final setup of their cars and were relieved to get behind the wheel.
Finally we can get behind the steering wheel and we can drive.
As pleased as anyone to get the rally underway was local hero and our featured driver Khalid Al-Qasimi. He'll be desperate to put in his best ever WRC performance this weekend.
Finish, the most important thing, number one. Number two, if we carry a good pace. You know, yesterday, the last run in the check down, we was doing a few changes in the car. A few things I want to adjust in the car too. That will maybe it will improve. It's gonna go better or maybe worse. But I need to try a few things in the morning, and from there, if it's better, hopefully get a better pace here.
This is how the WRC crews will line up on the first stage. Mikko Hirvonen starts ahead of Sebastian Loeb. The pair are currently tied on 58 championship points. Third in the title race and third on the road is Jari-Matti Latvala. Sebastian Ogier is fourth. Peter Solberg will hope for an improvement in luck and has a favourable road position starting fifth. Then come the M Sport Stobart drivers Mads Osberg, Matt Wilson and Henning Solberg, with Kimi Räikkönen, Federico Valagra, Dennis Kuipers and our man Khalid Al-Qasimi among the last WRC runners. So finally, after an incredible effort from all involved, Rally Jordan is about to get underway for real. We've lost the first day, but there are still 14 daunting stages to come. Sawaima gets us underway. An incredible, fast and flowing stretch of road. It's a stage where brave drivers can really make an impact. First up, Mikko Hirvonen. And just taking this stage for a second, it really is an awe-inspiring road. Mikko, of course, facing the worst of the loose gravel as the front runner, and he's suffering as a result. Back in the stage, though, his great rival Sebastian Loeb is looking in inspired form. It often appears that the world champion is driving within himself, but not this morning. The Citroën Total man is taking some incredible risks as he seeks to set down a marker. It's been quite some run through the incredible Sawaima stage.
That stage time isn't road cleaning.
No, for sure. I gained that by pushing, for sure. But we'll see the other. I don't know. We'll see.
Loeb making a really bold statement there. Jari-Matti Latvala is next to pass through. You can see why accurate pace notes are essential here. It's really difficult to judge the road verges with everything such a similar colour. Jari's pushed hard, but despite running behind Loeb on the road, he's almost 6 seconds slower.
Jari, you're quicker than Mikko, but Loeb's just on an absolute flyer.
I can't understand. I thought I was trying quite okay. Okay, I did some little mistakes, but I can't understand his time, so he's been doing really, really well. So we have work to do.
Next up is the winner from the last round in Portugal, Sebastian Ogier. The Frenchman has been locked in battle with his all-conquering teammate Loeb for 2 rallies now and has shown good pace in the Jordan Wilderness in previous years. Let's see how his time compares to Loeb. He's running 2 cars further back, so he should have more grip, but I'm not sure he can beat him. Oh, he's going to be slower. That really was a stunning time from Loeb. It's going to be tough to beat. And attempting to match Seb's incredible benchmark now is Kimi Räikkönen. Kimi trying a huge cut there, but it's not worked out for him. He got the car crossed up. The Finn has looked a bit ragged in Sawaima then, and unsurprisingly, he doesn't get anywhere near Loeb's time. As he promised before the rally, our featured driver, Sheikh Khalid Al-Qasimi, has taken a safety-first approach, but it has been a solid start for Khalid. Taking a huge cut there, a very Middle Eastern style of rallying, and he has set the 10th best time.
Early braking, right?
Loeb the man to beat then as we head into the 17 kilometres of Kafrain, and this couldn't be a more different challenge from the fast-flowing roads of the Jordan Valley. We've moved up into the hills above the Dead Sea, and these tight, twisty roads are causing problems for the front runners. Mikko Hirvonen is really struggling. The effects of road sweeping is amplified on slower, twistier roads as every touch on the brakes and accelerating out of slow corners means more slide lost. There's nothing Mikko can do but push as much as he can and keep his lines as tidy as possible. There is so much loose gravel that Kafrain's actually proving incredibly slippery for most of the top 5. Loeb's also struggled, and Hirvonen's teammate Latvala too is finding it really tough going. Absolutely flat out here. Whoa, and Jari's off the road. Big impact under the car as he crosses the rocks, but I think he's got away with that. A lucky escape for Jari. There is almost no grip in places in this technical stage, but Sebastian Ogier has managed to keep it together and could make an impact on his teammate Loeb's advantage. That's the target time he needs to beat to take over the rally lead. Absolutely incredible stretch of road to the finish here as they plunge into the valley. Oh, not quite, but they are now on the identical overall time. Could we have another epic fight between the Frenchmen on our hands in Jordan? Well, it looks like the stage is finally beginning to clean, and Petter Solberg is taking full advantage of his superior grip after a slightly disappointing run through Sawaima. Ogier is the fastest man through so far, but I think Petter could go quicker. Yep, Solberg is back in the game. The fastest time for the Norwegian, and he closes right up on Latvala's 4th spot. That stage win for Petter leaves him just 4.8 seconds off the rally lead, with Loeb and Ogier locked on an identical time in the top spot. Latvala's 3rd, just half a second ahead of Solberg. Further back, Hirvonen is in 5th for 24 seconds off the pace. Next up is a stage of biblical proportions. The first run through the epic Jordan River is our stage of the day, and it's coming up after the break. Welcome back to this incredible Middle Eastern adventure, and next up is this event's signature stage, the epic Jordan River. For 41 kilometres, this road snakes along the course of this historic waterway. Following the border with Israel, it begins with some of the greenest areas in Jordan, but also passes through a distinctive undulating section with an almost moonscape feel before it flattens out towards the finish. It's the longest stage of the season so far and is an absolute classic. First to tackle this iconic stretch of road is Mikko Hirvonen. It has been a difficult morning so far for the first man on the road, and with over 41 kilometres to negotiate, this could really be a tough stage in his role as road sweeper. Just look at that dust trail behind the Finn. Sebastian Loeb, meanwhile, got off to a blistering start this morning, but again his teammate and compatriot Ogier has responded to his challenge. As we've seen in the two previous runnings of Rally Jordan, the mammoth Jordan River stage can play a big part in the outcome of this event. Back on the start line is Jari-Matti Latvala, the Finn, looking as focused as ever. Jari blasts off into our stage of the day. Really narrow through the undergrowth here and there. Could be stones and rocks hidden anywhere amongst the greenery. Even so, this is terrific commitment from Latvala. And some fans alongside the road willing him on there. One of the drivers we really need to keep an eye on in Jordan River is Sebastian Ogier. With a clearer line, he could make a real impact in this long stage. And another aspect to consider in Jordan River is tyre wear. The new Michelins being used this weekend have a stronger structure to avoid punctures, but that could mean an increase in tyre wear. They're not as forgiving as their predecessors. Incredible scenery here as we rejoin Loeb up ahead in the stage. A first glimpse of the distinctive moonscape section as the cars plummet down into this bowl before attacking up the other side. Looking at the early split times, there's not much between the two Citroën Total drivers at the moment. We're back on board with Ogier. We can follow him through this split time after 33 Ks in a moment, but a chance now to see Sebastian's in-car telemetry. In one of the technical sections of Jordan River, plenty of gear changes. Hard work in the heat of the Middle East for these manual shift cars of the 2011 breed. And coming up to that split time now. 6.7 seconds up on Loeb after 33 kilometres. That has been a big push from Ogier in the latter half of the stage. Well, that later road position perhaps beginning to tell in this long stage then. And let's follow Ogier now through the last few corners. Sebastian searching for the fastest line, fighting for fractions of seconds through every corner. And he has smashed Loeb's time, 7.4 seconds quicker. A cracking drive from Ogier in Jordan River.
Quicker than anybody else so far. The day just gets better for you.
Yeah, it's okay. It was a good stage.